Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and welcome to the monthly Global Video Hop. This month's theme is casing the catalog. And if you look at the video description, right underneath the video, there'll be a little word that says more, dot, dot, dot. Click on the more, and then you will see the whole list of people, the talented demonstrators around the world who are participating in this blog hop. So I represent Canada, even though I am a demonstrator in both Canada and in the Netherlands. So you can shop with me whether you're Canadian or whether you are in the European market, and that's a pretty unique situation. So I do have links so that you can shop with me as well in there. And I think the beauty of casing the catalog is that you, first of all, you see what a great source of ideas. It's a great idea book. Both the mini catalog and the annual catalog is a fantastic resource for ideas, not just for shopping. And then in my case, the thing that I'm casing is I don't really like the colors. So I'm going to change it up completely as far as the colors, but the idea is going to stay the same. So let's take a look. So I am going to be using the seal of approval. And I got this unusual, it's kind of a Christmas stamp set with the warm wishes. Hope your Christmas makes a big splash. But it's also that you can use at any time of the year. For a terrific grandson, for a wonderful granddaughter, I thought with Oma being far away in Holland a lot of the times, it'll be nice to send happy mail to the grandkids. So I want to make this bag here. Okay, and it uses the Stars treat bags 159833, and but I'm going to totally switch it up. I'm not going to use the gold ribbon. I'm not using the craft. I'm not using any pink or mint green. Okay, so let's have a peek. Here is the bag. I'm going to do that. It's got a stamp set stuck to it. Then I'm going to use this glimmer paper, which is from the In Colors. This is the Tahitian Tide. I'm going to use that. I'll show you what the rest of it looks like. It's great paper. It's ombre, and it comes in all the new In Colors. So I was looking, I knew I wanted to use some glimmer paper, and I wanted to use something that was current, and this was it, because I have some beautiful blue, I have some silver, but none of those things were current. So this is current. I'm going to use that. And then the next thing I'm going to use is this beautiful snowflake vellum. So there's with silver, and then there's with white flocking. So both, there's polka dots, there's two different types of snowflakes, and it's just beautiful stuff. And here you see it in the, well, that's the back of it. See? It's really lovely stuff. If you didn't get it, you're going to want to add it to your list. So I love it. So there's 6 sheets in there, and I have already done a little bit of prep work ahead of time. We're going to be using TaylorMade tag dies. I use this little guy here. And we're going to use the layering circles dies. And all the links for this, I'm using the biggest scallop and I think the biggest circle as well. Okay, great, great basic tool that I use all the time. So we're going to start with, let's see, the Stamparatus, and we're going to stamp a couple of seals. So I already stamped and cut some just to be ahead of the game. And put my magnet on here. So we have baby seal that's going to be stamped. Just lay it down here. I'm going to stamp baby seal in, I think Tahitian Tide. There we go. I have a lot happening on my table. There's lots of cords, things. My laptop was almost dead. My phone had to be charged. I have a special light, and it just means that it's a bit of a minefield of stuff that I have to negotiate. So give that a nice press. This is what's called a distinctive stamp, so it's got shades. That shading is normal. It's not wrong. I didn't make a mistake. If you look at the stamp, you can see that it has that shading on it. Okay, so that's that one. And then I use a Simply Chamois to clean my stamps. It's a great way, just with water. If you are in the habit of using baby wipes to wash your stamps, try not to do that too often because there's alcohol in there. And you know how you can find that out? You wipe yourself with a baby wipe sometimes and you will feel bad at what you're doing to your kids. It can really sting. Okay, here is Mama Seal or Papa Seal. adult seal. And this one I'm going to stamp in basic gray? No, smoky slate. I didn't want him or her to be too dark. Let's have a look. So there are no dies to go with this set, but they do cut out fairly well. That's pretty nice. Maybe I'll give her one more layer of color. There. And then this little mark on there, it's meant to be there. She has a little pocket. At least that's what I think it is. So when you're cutting these guys out, my only piece of advice is cut it down first, smaller, and then you want to start with the tail because that's the most delicate piece. So you just go in and cut the tail first, and then the rest is easy. If you save the tail till last, you don't have enough stuff to hold on to, and it gets a little tricky. And if you turn the paper as you cut, it also is a little bit easier. See, and then I'm just going to go in from this side. These scissors are not the greatest. I couldn't find my Stampin' Up! Scissors, and I didn't have the patience to look. And I accidentally used these scissors as a, I don't know, not a screwdriver, but something like that, and I bent the tip. Not a good thing to do with your scissors. Don't do it with your Stampin' Up! Scissors, because they usually cost a little bit more. Stampin' Up! Scissors are really nice. The paper snips, they really get right into corners very well. So I'm not going to finish cutting that out, but you'll see that I started with the tail here. And then the rest is easy. Okay, so just start with the tail. That is my best advice. Now we'll move the Stamparatus, and then I have cut out the circles already. So here we have, I did this one in shimmery white because we're going to do a color wash. And then we have this one with the flocking, and then this piece. And this piece is 4 3/4 inches long by 2.5 inches wide, all right? And then we're going to layer it like this and like this, put a ribbon at the top. Anyway, you'll see. So now we're going to use some aqua painters. These are called water pens now. There's one with a big wide brush tip, and I think that's the one I'm going to use. Then there's a medium one, and there's a little place on there that says push. That's where you squeeze. I don't think you can see it in my video. Push, yeah, there we go. So that's where you squeeze, okay? So I'm going to give it a little squeeze. And you know what? I was working in the garden again this morning. So, you know, when I go outside to water, I can't help, but I'm just squeezing now, and there it goes. Now the water is coming out. So what I want to do is make a wash going across. I'm making my shimmery cardstock wet first, and then I'm going to take Tahitian Tide and put it on a block like this, okay? And then we're going to make it wet again, make a puddle. And it is watercolor month in August, but by the time you see this, it will be there. It will be September, but watercoloring is always in vogue. And the reason I'm doing this, I'm videotaping this really early because I'm getting married. By the time you guys watch this, I will be married to Gerard. How exciting is that? All right, so that looks good. And then I didn't want to do a pink sky. I just didn't. I just wanted to keep it all in blues. So now we're going to use Coastal Cabana, which is a little bit of a greeny blue, okay? And pink, I'm sure, is fine. So if any of you guys wanted to do pink, that's totally fine. I need to clean this off. I don't want to mix my blues, so I'm just going to clean this on this extra scrap of white and just squeeze it till it goes. Now my brush is a little bit stained. That might not come out. That's going to be good enough. So now we're going to make a wash with this. So I'm squeezing where it says push. And now here's my circle. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I wanted to show you guys something, and this will be a great, look at this. We have a new tool, and it is a embossing tray with a big brush. I could have used this brush too, but this brush is meant to clean out your tray from embossing powder, and then it comes with these amazing tweezers. So I'm going to use these tweezers to hold on, and they lock themselves. So that's another really good thing. So I'm holding on to that so I don't have to get my fingers all dirty. Oh, I forgot to make it wet first. Oh well. It's okay. It still worked out. So now I'm just adding some extra water to wash it across. There. There. And then you could heat set it, but I'm not going to do that. Well, maybe I will. I'm just going to put it aside for now. We need to do a tree. Okay, so here's my tree. I need to get another block. And I think I'm just going to take this. I'm not going to just wipe it off with my chamois. Pick up the tree. We need to emboss the tree on our circle, so I am going to have to dry that out. But in the meantime, I don't know if I still have it. You know what? I'm just going to grab this one. I have another one that I was going to actually do with you, but you don't have to see me stamp a tag. So I have this tag, and I have this sparkly ribbon. And if you cut on the diagonal, it's easier to thread it through. So I'm going to thread this through. Come on, work with me. There. And then I'm going to just fold it in half. I could staple it, but I found this fun silver cording, and I do not know if this is current or not, but I know we have silver cording in the catalog, so this will be very similar to it if it isn't exactly the same thing. And you know what? You have to use up what you have as well, right? Right. Things retire and things come new, but if you're new to Stampin' Up, then you wouldn't have the retired stuff, so that's why they keep offering it. I'm just going to leave these long, trim off my, there. So it's the idea of it, of using the vellum and is to give a shimmery, icy feel to the whole thing. Isn't that cute? All right, now I'm going to find my pieces, okay? Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. I found my seals, and this is now dry. So we need our embossing buddy. That comes in that package, okay? The embossing buddy wasn't for sale for a year. We've really missed it. So you take your embossing buddy, and you want to just go over top of this. Just in case it's a little bit wet, we just want to make sure that it's going to be okay. So now we're taking our tree. We're going to ink it up in Versamark, which is a sticky watermark ink, and our silver embossing powder will stick to that. So tap, 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 and hopefully this is still sticky and I didn't need to re-ink it. It looks good. And then I'm going to stamp that on the top part right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second stamp, lift up, and then we're going to take our tray, which has full of detritus now. Look, I even have some ink in there from my brush. This is not good. Lay it in there. Look, I have a stamp stuck to it. Does that happen to you too? Okay, here's my silver embossing powder. You can't even see the tree anymore. So let's hope it's there. Pour the powder on. And then let's give it a tap. There we go, there's our tree. Now I do have a conundrum. My heating tool is plugged in on my desk, by my desk. And that wouldn't be a problem because my desk is so messy that I had to do my video over on my table. But the plug is beside the filing cabinet. So I have to do some serious gymnastics and some yoga bendy stuff to be able to unplug it. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to come back with the embossed tree. So it's basically a heat gun, a heat tool, is like a blow dryer on steroids. A blow dryer for your hair will not work for this. And likewise, you should not use a heat tool to dry your hair. You will frizzle it right off your head. So we're going to heat it until it comes shiny. So look at it now, it's dull and powdery. When I come back, it's going to be gray and shiny. But first, I'm going to take the lid off of this and then put it over top of my little thing, tap, 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 and all the embossing powder goes right back in. I can't hit too hard because my phone is right above. But there it is, and then you could use the brush, see, to go like this, and brush it all, because you don't want to waste your powder, you want to keep it there. So it's a great little tool. If you're doing a lot of embossing, you don't have to make a mess of your space. So I love it. It's a great big sturdy brush. It's a nice, it's a great little bundle. This is the most heavy duty tweezers that you'll ever see, and they're just great. So I highly recommend this product. It will be something you use just about every day. So I'm going to heat emboss and I'll be, oh my goodness. You know what happened? So my tree looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's silver and shiny. I did it upside down because this was supposed to be the water and this was supposed to be the sky. But I'm thinking, well, the tree wouldn't be in the middle of the water. So it actually works out really well. This is now the land and this is the sky. And the seals are just kind of hovering over here. So this is the way it's going to be. Let's put the lid on the embossing powder. And let's have a little reminder of what I'm trying to case out of the catalog. So I have all my pieces here. Let's see. Can you see them all? I don't need that baggie. And let's grab the mini catalog. So here we have it. And that's my bag. And so I have the 2 seals. I have the saying, oh, you know what I need to do yet? I need to cut that little glimmer paper. So instead of that pink piece that's there under the warm wishes, it's going to be a piece of glimmer paper. So we have glimmer paper here. And now I need my paper glimmer. And I think I want to have it so that it's ombre. So I'm going to cut it. When you're cutting your glimmer paper, turn it upside down. It's easier on your blade. And I'm going to go about 5/8 of an inch or 1.5 centimeters. So, and we'll go with the lighter. And then I'm going to go, let's see, let's get the tag out here. And the tag is 2 1/4 inches. Okay. 2 1/4 inches. Oh, I didn't do it upside down. Upside down, 2 1/4 inches. There. And there we have it. So now I'm going to put a bit of liquid adhesive on the bottom of the tag. Here. There. And I'm just going to do it like so, that it sticks out. It's just different. You need liquid adhesive to stick to glimmer paper or it just will be a mess. Okay, so let me grab my cheat sheet again. I need to look at my catalog. And this is going to go offset on here like so. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the one corner, not everywhere, just half. And then I want some of those fun dots showing there. So I'll just lay that on here. Oops. If you get a little seepage, not a biggie, just rub it on your hands like this till it disappears. It will also take some dirt off of your hands right away. So see, it's flicked on here. Okay, that looks decent. And now that is going to go on here. And I want it off center a little bit. So adhesive like that. There we go. And I want a little bit showing at the top and the bottom. There. Press, press, press. And now we're going to add this. Isn't it looking nice? I'm just loving my color combination, honestly. Okay, so again, oh, got a piece of string attached. Yeah, casing the catalog is fun. I do it more often for my other videos. Here. And then we have to add our seals. Mama seal is here. So a little bit of adhesive again on the one side. I'm off camera, sorry people. It's so easy to do. You know, making videos is not hard as far as subject material, stamping, chatting. The hard part is the technical stuff. There. And now I think I'm making a bit of a mess. Yeah, dirty fingers. So those are embellishment opportunities. And now the little seal. The little seal was supposed to go here, but I'm thinking I'm going to do my seal there because it's going to cover up my mess. See that brown splotch? So, you know, it's an embellishment opportunity. And I like it. See? This is grandson Leo, and that is Oma on the other side of the ocean. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I need to put this on the bag. The bag has gone missing. Oh no, it's right here. See? So this is going to be on here, and then I'm just going to use, I think, staple. My ribbon fell on the floor. Here we go. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to cut it on an angle and on an angle, and then I'm not sure if you do the staple on the front or on the back. I think on the front, like so, and then slide it, and there we go. And then you could, if you wanted to, I can tape it to my bag, and that way it won't fall off. I think it's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do, it covers almost the whole bag. So I'm just going to put my adhesive right on the bag like this. And then you can put a little cello bag inside here. And that should be enough to hold it on. There we go. And then on the bag, in the catalog, it's kind of on an angle a little bit. So I'll do that too. And isn't that cute? I think I should get a little cello bag so I can show you. And although, yeah, I won't be mailing that to Leo. Well, I did find a few bags. I have this one with little ginghams, or I have this one with trees. Now they're not current. They're called Love Santa bags, and they were a bonus that you could get with a paper pumpkin kit, but I don't have anything in it, so we'll just put a block in there for now to weigh it down. So here, there's the block, and then just to give you an idea, see, that big block fits in there perfectly, and then I could tie this with some silver, and then it's good. Now let me just leave that there. Well, I think I may need to zoom out. No, my phone is just a little lower than I thought. Anyway, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and I'm really happy with it. Now let's see the difference between mine and that one. I have to say I like mine a lot better. I didn't like the brown in there. I didn't like the pink and the green, and I just love my blues and silvers and sparkles. So, and you could add some gems yet if you wanted to. I have some here. These are red and green adhesive backed pearls. Do I have my pokey tool? Anyway, you guys can figure that out for yourselves. I'm just happy that you joined me. Make sure that you say hello to and drop by the other people on the blog hop. Let me just flip over to this so you guys can see me. Here I am. So anyway, guys, it's been just so much fun having you here on the Global Monthly Video Hop. I missed out last month because of the death of my father. It's good to be back, and I hope you show some love to all the members of the Hop. Click on the links. They're a wonderful group of talented women from around the world. We don't have any men yet, but there are some great men demonstrators as well. So I know that I appreciate it when you leave a comment, and I think the other girls will as well. It's just really nice to see comments. And sometimes other people have said to me, oh, your people left a comment for me. So that's really nice. So when I hop around and I look at all the other videos in the blog hop, then I also see comments from people who follow me. And I just love it that you guys do that. And that is the beauty of having a video hop. It does increase some traffic to our YouTube channels. And of course, as independent business owners, we need all the help we can get. And so this is just one more way of reaching out to potential customers. So if you live in our markets, please, we appreciate your business. All right, have a super day, and a thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing. It all does make a difference. Bye.